the December contract in the E-mini. Next Monday, we will be trading the December contract in the euro. And we roll to the crude contract on the 20th. So today, in trading the E-mini, you're basically going to be subtracting 10 points from the numbers that have been burned into your brain. The E-mini read-only memory part of your brain. So last night, Obama's speech was pretty much as we figured, not much in the way of change. The biggest change that was announced last night is that we would now start bombing in Syria. Syria has been bombing in Iraq. I guess it's only fair that we return the favor, right? But they voted $25 million extra dollars. He wants $25 extra million to give to the Kurds to fight ISIS. That's not a very large sum when you start counting the cost of munitions. He's asked for $5 billion to handle the escalation in the fight against ISIS. They're going to arm and train moderate rebels in Syria. They're not going to affiliate or do anything directly with Syria. We tried that. We armed and we trained ISIS, which is one of the rebel groups in Syria that have taken over. We've been down that road before. Didn't work with the dam in Libya. Hasn't worked in Syria, so I don't know how that really changes things. These groups get over there and they're going to vie for attention. They're going to vie for money. Right now, ISIS really doesn't need a lot of outside money because of the way that they're set up. So last night, Obama's speech is being taken around the world as the status quo. The war is not going to expand by much. There'll be more bombs dropped in Syria, and that's about it. So status quo, steady as she goes. Current strategies are intact. No threat of really an increased war. Price of gold is down. Price of crude is down. Pretty much as we guessed yesterday, it wouldn't do much. It would be out of character with this administration's approach to anything to do a hell of a lot. It has been lead from behind. It has been work with a coalition. Don't put the United States' stamp on it, singular stamp on it, and that's where we find ourselves. Not much today in the way of news. Jobless claims, the big news comes tomorrow, retail sales. So the biggest dynamic in the financials today will be the 30-year auction, and it's really hard to move that paper in a selling market. So our bias, once again, will be to the upside. We'd like to buy into weakness. We left yesterday wanting to buy 9s to 13s. The low happened to be 13. So right now we've got, we're at 17, last rotate down, stopped at 14, so this 12 to 16 is going to be our buy zone. Like to get it done cheaper than 5 to 9 if we can. Jobless claims is expected at 300,000, 302. And probably the biggest thing the world will be looking for today, is there any attack, major attack anywhere now in the United States or the West because of the anniversary of September 11th, 2001. Can't tell if there was anything in the rest of the world overnight to remind us of September 11th. 2 years ago in Benghazi, that attack was on the 27th, was in honor of September 11th. So the world overnight is quiet, so the potential for a new spike today would come from an open attack in the United States on our soil, and you never know when that's going to hit. So be sure to trade with stops today. We're going to sell 19s to 23s, 27 to 31, pretty much where we have been. Our bias is to the upside. We're going to buy in that 12 to 16 area. Against value, the purchase would be 14.5, and then 5 to 9. Knob spread hasn't done much. This will be the first time, I think we've had about 3 auctions this year where the knob spread did not expand by 500 to $1,000. and that's what we're operating under right now. Okay, my guess is come tomorrow the knob spread's going to catch more selling unless there's an outbreak of war someplace. Okay, 15 to 19 will be sell 1. 23 to 27 will be sell 2. On the buy side, this 4 to 8 area, and then 01 to 29. Jobless claims is the only news that we face today, and the potential for an attack somewhere in the world or the United States in memory of September 11th. I think the bottom line is that our borders are open. The fighting against ISIS will be approached from a regional guerrilla war standpoint, not to go out and wipe out that particular group. And that leaves you vulnerable and open to attacks on your flank. When you see what goes on in France, when you see what goes on in Belgium, sometimes Holland, and now in England, it can't give you, I mean, you don't go to bed at night not wondering what's going to happen overnight. And the political correctness has gotten so far out of hand. There's a city in London where everybody covered up the abuse of females, the rape and the rest of it by homegrown Islamic fundamentalists in London and jolly old England. And it's not the parents who basically left that type of world to come to England to build a better life. It's their kids. Tells me that they've been spoiled a little bit in their upbringing. Okay, right here on gold, this is one potential, this 44-45 area. So this is going to be sell 1. It's pretty aggressive. And then our 50, 52, say 49 to 51 will be sell 2. We said that all week that we should have a shot at getting down to this 35, 38 area based on the scaling. So we hit that overnight. Our next target will be the 17 to 20 area. And if we break that, the 1185 structurally. So gold is still being sold, but we got to our trading target that we've been talking about for a week now. Letting them get stops beneath the overnight session low will make it a 35 to a 38 by 1. The low may be in, come down, we can't crack 40 and we start up. We want to trade from the long side off the short covering dynamic, no more than that. Buy 2 will be at 30. Well, the sell is pretty aggressive, 45, 47. The sell against 50 is not. 50 is one of those very, very round numbers. And it tends to bring in opposite activity. Okay, looking at the euro didn't do a lot overnight. But we left yesterday's market wanting to sell. Our second sell zone was 45 to 55. Our first sell zone was 20 to 30, pretty much where we closed. Number 2 levels hold up really, really well. This is resistance, so 45 to 55, sell 2, last rotate up stopped at 37, so well, we make 35, 45, sell 1, and then 50 to 60, sell 2. And on the buy side, we've got 5 to 15 buy one. And we're back to where we were yesterday in the 28.90, 28.90, 29 even for buy two. The EU sanctions are to kick in today, and they are limiting 3 Russian firms' access to the capital markets. And Russia has already turned to China to solve the problems with the West. So my guess is that it won't have much impact on Russia, but Russia acted yesterday to curtail gas shipments to the West, with Poland taking it in the shorts. Okay, crude oil was not impressed with Obama's speech last night. The oil production areas of the world are not threatened, neither is ISIS's theft of oil. They did say that they were going to make it harder for ISIS to process their money. Whoopie-doo. I mean, we're really not at war with these people. We're just patty caking. So crude oil's pointed lower. We'll make 90 to 95, 90 and a quarter. Buy one. Then 89.50, 75. Buy two. Yesterday we changed our trading target to 90. We got through 91. Happens in a hurry, doesn't it? This is how you get wiped out in a hurry. You can have 2 days, and even with extremely deep pockets, and wipe out a trading account. You can never forget about the risk in this. And I keep reminding you of this, but if you go back and look at your own trading track record, if you could take 5 or 6 trades out of your trading history, you'd probably be profitable. And you cannot forget that. It's a game of taking small losses. We all hate to be wrong. We all hate to lose money. But until you learn how to do that, you're expose yourself to unnecessary losses and a negative bottom line. Okay, to the E-mini. Okay, we're in the December contract. We roll on the opening bell this morning. Just subtract 10 points from the numbers that you have burned into your brain, and you'll do just fine. The tendency is, after we roll, is for the market over the next week to retrace and get back whatever the spread is. Normally we go in the spread with about 4 3/4, say 4 to 5 points on the spread. Right now it's about 9. So 80 would equate to 90 as support. We went out yesterday at 95, and that's the way we're going to play it. So we're so close to this round number at 75 that we're going to put our first buy down here at 75, 77. We may have to pay up, though. We'll just have to see. We've got London. The selling started in London in the December contract in the 85 area. So we're going to make sell 1, 84, 86. Then 89.91 for sell 2. Not much news to change things today. Tomorrow's retail sales number is the focus. No news to speak of overnight. Looking for 300K in jobless claims. And then we're back into the roll. And on the roll, you sell September, you buy December. So that should give us a little bit of a lift. We're going to start off with a 75, 77 for buy one. We may have to move that up to the 80 area pretty quickly. And 70, 72 for buy two. No news to drive today's trading. So roll from front month to back month. Sell September by December is something that we will play with today, and that could bring support in the December contract into this 80 area. But we're going to start off on the cheap, trying to buy it lower. Okay, it'll take about 20 minutes to get everything up and around and posted. I will do that. I will see you and be back in the room as fast as I can in a bit.